Hello, race fans, and welcome back to the More Freedom Series. Today we have traveled to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Indianapolis 80. This is going to be race number 12 in the More Freedom Series, Season 5. And the points race is heating up, so let's go through your current top 10. Your points leader is the 333 of Keeping It Twisted. Second's going to be the 34 of Super Snake. Third will be the 666 of Pistol Pete. Fourth will be the 96 of Nico. Fifth will be the 38 of Baseman. Sixth will be the 710 of Roddy. Seventh will be the 51 of AJM. Eighth will be the 77 of Zip. Ninth will be the 88 of NM. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 999 of Deviant. As a look at your top 10 in points, let's check in on those team and chassis standings. Amish Buggy Racing still leads the way with MBR in second. Douche Motorsports third. Aces to Z Motorsports fourth. And rounding out the top 5, G3 Motorsports. Chassis standings are Dodge, Chevy, and Toyota. So that's a look at all things points here for the Indianapolis 80. You could see in those team points that MBR made up a huge amount of pointage last week. And they are currently only 7 points back from Amish Buggy Racing. So, hey, every point counts, every position counts here in the More Freedom Series in both the team and chassis and the normal points for the drivers. So having said all that, crowd's filing in. I think it's about time, so let's go race it. As I get these cars fired up, let's go through your starting top 10 today for this Indianapolis 80. Starting on the pole will be the 88 of NM, and on his outside, the 11 of TC Roberts. Starting third will be the 51 of AJM, and on his outside, the 72 of Duchess. Starting fifth will be the 20 of Adam B5000, and on his outside, the 95 of Zed Brunna. Starting seventh will be the 710 of Roddy, and on his outside, the 300 of Resemble. Starting ninth will be the 420 of Queen of Hearts, and rounding out your top 10 will be the 07 of Douche Baggins. So let's look at your starting top 10 today for this Indianapolis 80. NM is leading us down here. He won last week, and he's starting on the pole this week. We're going to see what he can do about that. We'll see if he's going to get 2 wins in a row. This is going to be a highly competitive field here today, I feel like, and we're going to have some high speeds. Running about, in qualifying, NM's qualifying speed was 44.491. So that's about, I don't know what that was his time. I don't know what the speed was, but that was the time. So pretty good for a 2.5 mile oval to run it in 44 seconds. So that's pretty darn good. Checking in with some notables, your points leader, the 333 of Keeping It Twisted, starting 38th here today. Second place in points, the 34 of Super Snake. He's going to be starting in the 22nd position. Third place in points, Pistol Pete. In the 666 will be starting 36th. Nico, the 96, he'll be starting 16th. And last one in the top 5, the 38 of Baseman, he's going to be starting 11th here today. So that's a look at your starting or your current top 10 in points as they head towards the Yard of Bricks here. We see that beautiful orange and black Dodge Challenger pace car ducking into the pits. We got stands on the inside, stands on the outside. They're coming down. We're waiting on it. The green flag is out. We're underway for the Indianapolis 80. Already making it 3 wide was the 72 of Duchess and the 51 of AJM. As they head down the backstretch into turn number 3, the 20 of Adam B5000 is pushing that 51 of AJM down to the inside of his teammates. The 88 of NM as they head towards the short chute. So AJM down to the inside. He looks like he's going to take the lead here on lap number 1. So a great run by the 51 of AJM and the 88's battling right now with the 20 of Adam B5000. Your leader on the track's going to be the 51 of AJM here on lap number 1. He's had a rough season this season as we head down into the short chutes. Or actually, we're already off of turn 2 as AJM is out to the lead. Let's bring up your timing and scoring. As always, top 10 will be on your left. Favorite driver scrolling across the top. Battle for the lead right now between the 51 of AJM. We saw a little bit of sparks coming out of the bottom of his car right there into turn number 3 as they head into 4. AJM is going to lose the draft on the 20 of Adam B5. Actually, what is happening is the 420 of Queen of Hearts going to pick up the draft on the 20 of Adam B5000 with the help of the 38 of Baseman and the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, as we watch Adam pacing out to the lead. The 420 of Queen of Hearts down to the bottom. This is a highly competitive field here today at Indianapolis as Adam is leading the way. But the Queen of Hearts down to his inside as we head into 3. Into the short chute. Queen of Hearts about to take over the lead from the 20 of Adam B5000. Here comes the 77 of Zip and the 25 of JTM. They're going to battle 2 wide right now. It was almost 3 wide with the 20 of Adam B5000. JTM, I'm sorry, battling with the 77 of Zip. He's now got contention by the 38 of Baseman as they head into turn 1. Your leader on the track is the 420 of Queen of Hearts. Second is that 20 of Adam B5000 as JTM now down to the inside of the 77 of Zip. 38 of Baseman going with him as well as the 23 of Fuller Than You. Down the backstretch, we see a battle for the lead between the 20 of Adam B5000 and the 420 of Queen of Hearts. She pushes way high into the short chute into 3 and 4, or into 4. Adam down to the inside. JTM's got a great run on him here down the front stretch. Down the front stretch, crossing that yard of bricks. It looks like Queen's going to be your leader. Adam's going to get some help by the 25 of JTM. JTM trying to push down to the inside into the short chute. Down to the inside goes the 25. He's going to get underneath that 20 of Adam B5000. JTM started today in the 15th position and that has now taken that Sonic Dodge for MBR out to the lead here at Indianapolis. So JTM has that Sonic Dodge hooked up right now, and he is now out to the lead by several car lengths over the 38 of Baseman and the 420 of Queen of Hearts and the 96 of Nico. So JTM out to the lead. He crosses that yard of bricks. He is your leader here. That is lap 5 of hopefully 32 laps of green flag action. We're jump back through this pack. We see the 96 of Nico into the 4th position. He is getting he's getting worked on by that 23 of Fuller Than You down the backstretch. Fuller down to the inside with the help of the 300, the 51, the 203, and the 42. After a few rough weeks, 42 of Mel Say What looks like she's about into the top 10 right now. As we got it 2 wide through the most of the pack, we see the 96 of Nico jumping down to the inside line. He's going to help that 23 of Fuller Than You into 1. Resemble right to his bumper. Nick stays right to the bottom of the track. He's going to get under that 23 of Fuller Than You. Little spicy slide through the turn for the 96. Track is greasy here today at Indianapolis as Queen of Hearts is almost caught up to your leader, the 25 at JTM. So Queen, who started in the 9th position, I feel like she's got a good car underneath her for Aces to Z Motorsports and that Versace Toyota. So it looks like Resemble is now working down to the inside of the 96 of Nico. This could be a good day for Aces to Z Motorsports as you see the 23 of Fuller Than You right there. But we also have 3 MBR drivers here in the top 10. As we see the 51 of AJM now and all those other cars, they basically are, with that draft and whatnots, they're just able to blow around the car in front of them at this point. So we're seeing AJM to the back bumper of the 23 of Fuller Than You right now. Your outside pole sitter, the 11 of TC Roberts, has fallen back to 36. Your pole sitter, the 88 of NM, has fallen back to 24th. So, like I said, very competitive field here today as we see JTM still leading the way for MBR here in the Indianapolis 80. Queen of Hearts is now basically right to his back bumper at this point. Having led 4 laps here, possibly 5. He might lead 5th lap here. Queen is now to his back bumper. They have these cars absolutely hooked up here today. Speeds of above 200 miles an hour. Fastest lap of the day right now is by the 300 of Resemble at 201.595 miles per hour, and that is a 44.644 second lap. That is about 0.2 off the qualifying time by the 88 of NM. So JTM able to stay out in front of the 420 of Queen of Hearts as we see the 300 of Resemble work his way into the 3rd position right there in front of the 51 of AJM. 77 of Zip trying to work on the 96 of Nico right here as they head down the backstretch. Nick and Fuller was kind of hanging in the middle line right there. Not moving up, not trying to give that draft help to the 96 of Nico. As Adam, goodness, we got pit stops happening. Adam basically bumped. He gave that, wow, that was, I mean, it was very close. There was a little bit of a bump there. Could have been a caution, could have been detrimental. Your leader right now is the 96 of Nico. He is out to the front of this field with the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days and the 13 of King of the Aces in tow here on lap number 11. So it looks like it's going to be about a 3, hopefully only a 3 pit stop race here today. Maybe 2 pit stops as we see the 356 ducking down to the inside. We're going to see if they jump off, head for the pits. The 96 stuck on the outside right there. He is going to head into the pits, so he got a great run towards pit road. We'll watch the 96 of Nico, see if anybody goes past him, stays out another lap. So Nico down pit road with the 356 and the 13 in tow. Very, very long pit road here at Indianapolis. As we see Nick finding his pit stall. Great overhead shot right there. Right side tires going on. Looks like it's going to be a 4-tire stop for the 96 of Nico and MBR here at Indianapolis. They got fuel going in on the True Moo Dodge. Fuel done. He's down. He's away. We're going to see what the 356 does here. She does not try to make that pass on pit road as we see a battle between the 13 and the 00 Mudbone. So Nick is down and away. He's out of pit road. He's getting that car fired up. He is your current leader still as they head onto the backstretch here in just a second as they head out of turn number 2. Here comes the 420 at Queen of Hearts. There's the 25 at JTM. So it looks like Queen will be taking over the lead here, and your pole sitter, the 88 of NM, may be in the back of the pack right now. So NM and AJM have fallen all the way to the back of the field, and they are currently 38 seconds back from the leader. So not a great day for your pole sitter, the 88 of NM, or your 3rd place starter, the 51 of AJM. But their teammates, the 96 of Nico, has moved himself into the 2nd position right there in front of the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Let's go through your current top 10. Your leader after the pit stops is the 420 of Queen of Hearts. Second's going to be the 96 of Nico. Close 3rd right now is going to be the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. 4th will be the 25 of JTM. 5th will be the 23 of Fuller Than You. 6th will be the 40 of Veteran Chaos. 7th will be the 13 of King of the Aces. 8th will be the 20 of Adam B5000. 9th will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. And currently in the 10th position will be the 00 Mudbone, but he's got to deal with the 77 of Zip and his other teammate, the 660 of Garrett Miller. So Indiana boys right there, the 77, the 660, and the 00 trying to work themselves up to the front of this field. Let's jump up here to the 40 of Veteran Chaos, who started today's race in the 26th position, now currently into the top 10. Also, we've got an accident, boys. We've got crashing. It's melee. It's pandemonium. So that looks like that's going to just announcer's curse right there. As we see multiple incidences happening here on the track. And I think we're going to have several of our front-running drivers out of this race as a result. We'll jump back up here to the front of the field. Looks like the 420 at Queen of Hearts leads the way. Ice Cream looks like she was able to get around the 96 of Nico. Ice Cream, just wanted to highlight that. Started today in the 27th position. We are seeing that the 660 of Garrett Miller is being pushed behind the wall. I think we're going to see lots of people out of the race as a result of this caution. And good for the 51 and the 88. Bad for a lot of drivers right now. We're going to see how many takers we have for pit road with 17 laps to go. Interesting strategy right now. Lots of drivers staying out, several coming in. Let's watch what happened on that caution and the resulting secondary cautions afterwards. Well, I think this caution's really going to start. Vet's going to get up way into the marbles right here, and you're going to see him get a little loose, and then G3 is going to get down to the inside and then get some contact here. So let's see this happen. See him get up into those marbles, comes down, and G3 is right there. From the roof cam on the 660 of Garrett Miller. Secondary incident right here on the caution. Let's watch this happen. Well, that was mass carnage on that caution. Let's go through all of those out as a result. Your outside pole sitter, the 11 of TC Roberts, out of the race in that secondary part of that caution. Also out of the race is going to be the 42 of Mel Say What, the 77 of Zip, the 300 of Resemble, the 40 of Veteran Chaos, the 3 of Geek Girl Games, the 660 of Garrett Miller, the 333 of Keeping It Twisted out of the race, the 34 of Super Snake, and the 14 of Liz Has Nothing. So those drivers all out of the race. Basically, 30th through 39th out of the race right now as a result of that caution. Those taking pit stops were the 23 of Fuller Than You, the 999 of Deviant, the 8 of Moon Bunny, but she was involved in that caution, the 66 of Hondo, and the 710 of Roddy. I'm not sure if Roddy was involved in that or not. I saw Hondo was on the brakes, and so he may have had some damage. We can actually jump up and see if there's any damage on any of those cars. Roddy looks okay, so does Hondo. I know Moon Bunny has damage. We saw her in that incident, so she has no hood right now. I don't think Deviant either had any damage, but with 15 laps to go, and we're still got at least one more lap of caution here, that's going to be very close. We're going to see some interesting pit strategy here at the end of the race, and I don't believe we have anybody else on pit road. We do not have anybody on pit road. So yeah, we're going to see some interesting pit strategy here at the end of the race. Let's go through your current top 10. Your leader is the 420 of Queen of Hearts. Second's going to be the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Third will be the 96 of Nico. Fourth will be the 25 of JTM. Fifth will be the 13 of King of the Aces. Sixth will be the 20 of Adam B 5000. Seventh will be the 00 of Mudbone. Eighth will be the 666 of Pistol Pete. Ninth will be the 49 of Jetman, and rounding out top 10 will be the 33 of Harvey Jones. Let's try not to give any more announcer curses to anyone, and, you know, it's just my bad, really. You just never know when it's going to hit, to be real honest. So, Queen, we're going to have a couple ladies restarting here on the front row of the 420 and the 356. We'll see what kind of jump Ice Cream gets on that 420 at Queen of Hearts. See if she can get out to the front, get a lap led, maybe get another W. I know Ice Cream is actually looking, with that win, I'm just, checking career stats. If she was to pull out a win here, that would be her 8th win of her career, and that would be her 7th win in the More Freedom Series, which would actually tie her for the total number of wins with Mudbone in the More Freedom Series. So she currently has 6 wins in the More Freedom Series. Mudbone has 7. He currently leads the career standings in the More Freedom Series. Ice Cream, I believe, is 3rd there. As we come back to the green flag, she is 3rd in the overall career standings as well. Pace car is in. We're waiting on the starter. Green flag is out. We're underway. Ice Cream with a little bit of a jump right there. Looks like she might be able to pull out to the lead. Great jump on the outside by the 356 of Ice Cream Someday. She pushes her Public Chevy for G3 Motorsports out to the front of the field. Here comes the 420 of the Queen of Hearts with the help of the 96 of Nico. He's down to the inside of his teammate, the 25 of JTM, as we head down the backstretch. JTM getting a little help by the 13 of King of the Aces right now down the backstretch as they battle 2x2 into turn number 3. That high line just into the turn is the super sketch as they get into the marbles right there, head towards the front stretch. Adam jumping down to the inside of the 96 of Nico. Nico coming down the block right now. Your leader is the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days after the start on the outside. So Ice Cream out to the lead. Queen in second position. We're going to have pit stops coming up fairly soon, I would say, within the next 5 laps at the most. Adam down to the inside of the 96 of Nico. Remember, Nick, an extra lap farther than some of these other drivers. As battle on the track for the top spot between the 420 of Queen of Hearts and the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. They head to the front stretch. Nick jumping down to the inside. He's going to give some help to the 420 as they head towards the Yard of Bricks. Cross the start-finish line. Your leader still the 356. Nick jumping down to the inside. Throws a block on the 13 of King of the Aces. Yellow flag on the track, folks. Yellow flag on the track. Your leader of the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. So we saw King of the Aces jumping down, trying to work with the 420 of Queen of Hearts. Trying to, help his wife out a little bit right there. And Nick threw the block on him. But we've got a caution underway here. We'll see what brought that out in just a moment. Just looking at timing. Well, we see a lot of smoke right here. I believe that's into turn number 4. I think this is going to be our last pit stop of the day, folks, as Ice Cream's going to be leading us on to pit road here. I don't foresee anybody but possibly a couple people that stopped before staying out. Actually, looks like the entirety of the field is coming in. We see the 47 at Dash and the 544 Frederick Winklebaum and the 10 of Scooter on pit road. We're going to watch this pit stop by the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. She's got right side tires going on. She's got fuel going into that public Chevy for G3 Motorsports. Left side tires, fuel going in. She is down. She's away. We're going to see where that puts her out. See what the 420 does for Aces to Z Motorsports. There's the 96 down and away. And a great stop by the 420 at Queen of Hearts. That's going to put her out to the front of this field. It looks like the 20 of Adam B5000 going to come out in the second position. And another great stop by Aces to Z for the 13 of King of the Aces. That's actually to put him out in front of the 96 of Nico. 203 of Signs looks like he's going to go from 16th up to possibly the 4th position here, 5th position. So wild and crazy pit stops here. As we see, the 49 of Jetman has decided to stay out. Interesting strat right there by MBR as Jetman is staying out. He's only got one pit stop. He got a lap led there. That's those 5 bonus points. Maybe they're thinking, oh, we should see what brought out that caution. This caution is going to be brought out by contact between the 47 and the 544, really initiated by Frederick. Watch this happen. And from the roof cam on the 10 of Scooter, well, we got the 1 to go. Out of the race as a result of that accident will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack, the 95 of Zed Brunna, 47 of Dash, the 10 of Scooter, and the 544 Frederick Winklebaum. So Frederick causing another accident here this season. I think it's about time for Frederick to go back on patrol, get back out there, stop wrecking people in the More Freedom Series. We got 1 lap to go. We actually got less than 1 lap to go till green. Your leader is the 420 Queen of Hearts. Jetman did end up pitting right there, so he's going to go back to the back. He got that lap led. Your leader is the 420 Queen of Hearts. Second's going to be the 20 of Adam B5000. Third will be the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Fourth will be the 13 of King of the Aces. Fifth will be the 96 of Nico. Sixth will be the 00 of Mudbone. Seventh will be the 203 of Signs. Eighth will be the 799 of Mike Check. Ninth will be the 666 of Pistol Pete. And rounding out the top 10 will be the 66 of Hondo. War of attrition here. NM and AJM still way in the back of the pack. You're seeing that beautiful orange and black Dodge Challenger pace cars ducking in, hopefully for the final time, as we got about 8 laps to go here at Indianapolis in a caution-filled race. Multiple drivers out. Green flag is out. We're back underway. Adam's got a great jump on the outside. He's going to lead this lap. Queen down, getting blocked right there by the 20 of Adam B5000, so I'm not sure what's up with the Versace Toyota for Aces to Z Motorsports. She just does not get a good start, but give her a moment, and I feel like she's going to work her way back up to the front of this field as a 356, again, looking for win number 7 of her career in the More Freedom Series, down to the inside of the 420 at Queen of Hearts, with help by the 13 at King of the Aces. So Coda wasting no time. He's trying to work down to the inside of the 356. She shuts the door. Here comes the 96 of Nico. He's down to the inside. Adam leads away with just a handful of laps to go here at Indianapolis. The 96 falls back in behind the 13 at King of the Aces, battling in the back of the pack right now as, oh my goodness, almost contact between the 96 and the 13 right there. Coda slides high. That allows the 420 to get around him. As we've got the 666 of Pistol Pete down to the inside of the 203 of Signs right now. So Pistol Pete trying to battle to the front, as well as the 25 of JTM, who had a strong car early going. He's now into the 12th position as we see the 420 falling back right now. 356 battling for the lead right now with the 20 of Adam B5000. They cross the yard of bricks. It's too close to call. Nick trying to get down to the inside of the 356. He's trying to push underneath right now. Ice Cream's going to come down, shut the door right there. It looks like your leader the last lap's the 20 of Adam B5000 by 0.02 of a second over the 356 of Ice Cream some days. Adam down to the inside of the 96 of Nico. Ice Cream breaking away right now at the front of the field. Handful of laps left to go here at Indianapolis. Your leader, the 356 of Ice Cream some days, battle on the track for, my goodness, the 666 of Pistol Pete has worked himself up to the 4th position. Mudbone, it looks like, into the 5th. Nick sliding high through that short chute. I think he's pushing a little bit with that draft he gets from behind. Starts to make him push. Adam down to his inside. Here comes the 666 of Pistol Pete as well. Looks like Nick might lose a few positions. He slides high through the turn. Pistol Pete, precarious right there. He had to jump down to the end. He had to evasive maneuvers as Nick was sliding, almost slid and hit the wall. This could be bad. We're heading down into turn 1. Nick falling back right now. The 00 Mudbone getting worked on by the 799 and the 25. So JTM trying to work himself back up to the front of the field. Your leader still that 356 of Ice Cream some days. Mike shuts the door on him right there. Mike's going to try to get a little bit of draft help. He's going to try to catch up to the 666 of Pistol Pete. Pete trying to get a good win under his belt, maybe push himself up to the lead of these points. The 2 drivers ahead of him currently out of the race. So this could be a good points day for the 666 and the 96. As Ice Cream still leads the way here with, I believe after this, we're working like 2 laps to go. 799 of Mike Check gets a great run to the back of the bumper of the 666 of Pistol Pete. Pete shuts the door on him. They're down the backstretch. Pete down to the inside of the 20 of Adam B5000. We're going to see if Mike goes with him. Mike does. Adam shuts the door. Mike down to the inside into the short chute. Here comes a 25 of JTM as well. JTM blocks on this 00 of Mudbone as they head towards the front stretch. 2 laps to go here at Indianapolis for your leader, the 356 of Ice Cream some days. She is holding her own right now over the 20 of Adam B5000. Into the 4th position is the 25 of JTM. He's working down to the inside of the 799 of Mike Check. Mike with a great run down the backstretch. He's going to get that draft on the 20 of Adam B5000. He's got a great draft on the 20 of Adam B5000. He tries to jump down to the inside. Adam shuts the door into the short chute. Coming down, we're getting ready to take the white flag here. Your leader is the 356 of Ice Cream some days. She's trying to tie the 00 of Mudbone for career wins in the More Freedom Series. She might just do it because we've got a 2-wide battle for the 2nd and 3rd position between the 799 and the 25 and the 00 of Mudbone as they head into 2 for the final time. Mudbone working down to the inside of the 25 of JTM. Mike is trying desperately right now to catch up to the 356 of Ice Cream some days. Into number 3 for the final time. Headed towards the short chute is the 356 of Ice Cream some days. Into the short chute. Mike to her back bumper. Maybe 1 car length as they come out of 4. It's going to be a drag race down the front stretch. Your leader, the 356 of Ice Cream some days. Mike to her back bumper. He's not going to make a move. Your winner, the 356 of Ice Cream some days. I'm just making sure, folks. So she does it, folks. She ties the 00 of Mudbone for career wins in the More Freedom Series. Amazing run here today for the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Let's go through your finishing top 10. Your winner is the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Second place will be the 799 of Mike Check. Third will be the 00 of Mudbone. Fourth will be the 999 of Deviant. Fifth will be the 96 of Nico. Sixth will be the 33 of Harvey Jones. Seventh will be the 25 of JTM. Eighth will be the 20 of Adam B5000. Ninth will be the 666 of Pistol Pete. And rounding out your top 10, the 420 of Queen of Hearts. So, wow. Amazing race here today at Indianapolis. And if it can't get any better, as always, next week we head to Kentucky for the Kentucky 80. So that should be an amazing race next week. Let's check in on those all-important points. See who is leading the way right now. And you're seeing those on the screen. Let's also check in on your team and chassis standings. See who is still, it might be, I think it's still going to be Amish Buggy Racing, but you're seeing those team and chassis standings right now. So, wow. Great race here today by the 356 of Ice Cream Some Days, starting in the 27th position, working her way up to the front. Great pit stops. She wins it here today at Indianapolis. She ties Mudbone for career wins with 7 career wins here in the More Freedom Series. That is an amazing feat. She is an IROC Series champion, 7-time winner, 8-time overall winner. And so congratulations to Ice Cream. She's your winner here today for the Indianapolis 80. Until next week at Kentucky, take care.